Before we get started, let me start off by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is only for entertainment and inspirational purposes. If you have money to pay your student loans, please do so. Yes, it's true you have a 0% interest right now for 3 to 6 months, but with that, this is a perfect time to pay. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why you should pay is because with the 0% interest, they're not charging you interest right now. So that means you can pay more on the principal than the interest. So that allows you to pay off that loan much quicker. Now, for those who do not have any money at this time due to unemployment and trying times at this moment, you may want to use that option of waiting 3 to 6 months. Now, as this is going on, remember, there is interest still being added onto that student loan after the 6 months is over with. Okay? And depending on that interest, it may be the same interest that they've been charging you already, or it could be the interest at a much higher rate. So when the time is up, they're going to want the money from the 3 to 6 months along with whatever month that is at the end as well. So it's very, very important. If you're able to pay, do so. And if you can pay a little more, do that as well. But if your situation where you cannot pay on it, then use that the payment option of allowing you to wait 3 to 6 months. But remember, at the end, you still have to pay that money back. It is not going away. It's not magically disappearing. You will owe that money. So if you have an opportunity, do so. Pay it off. Pay on it. Do whatever you can if you can do so. Because you can negotiate when it comes to credit cards. You can probably negotiate when it comes to an automobile. And you can probably negotiate when it comes to a mortgage. And if times get hard, you can also apply for bankruptcy. But when it comes to those credit cards, to those student loans, you won't be able to negotiate, even in bankruptcy. I know in the news there have been many stories of people being able to go to court and actually get their student loans taken care of. But you may not be one of those fortunate ones. So if you can, if you have the money, continue paying on it. And hopefully by the time this is ended, this crisis, you'll be able to actually pay it off. So just continue with your journey of paying off student loans and any other bills that you may have until they're paid off. Now, at this time, you may want to think about putting some money away for a rainy day as well as you continue to pay on them. If you can save up, do so you can have an emergency fund. So when tragedy hits, you'll be better prepared, just like what we're going through right now. Many individuals are not prepared prepared for what's happening at this moment. So yeah, so make sure to pay your student loans if you can, and plus you definitely want to pay on them because loan forgiveness, I believe only like 1% actually get allowed to actually accept that particular loan forgiveness. Not everyone is able to get it. A small number, 1%, is able to actually be accepted into that particular program and are allowed to actually get forgiven. It's a very small percent. That's why I'm still wondering why this program is still around and hasn't been shut down and restructured, where it allows for at least 50 to 75% of individuals accepted into loan forgiveness, especially those individuals who are teachers, who are in the medical industry, doctors, policemen, firemen. Those individuals who are at high need should definitely be able to receive student loan forgiveness and actually be forgiven. I mean, if you're waiting on both political sides, but Democrats and Republicans, to actually do something about student loans, remember it has to go through the Senate and Congress and House of Representatives in order to be passed. So yeah, the president may come up with a solution, but it still has to be passed in order to go through. So at this point in time, probably your best bet is for you to actually do something when it comes to the student loans, and that's the best way to deal with that, is actually to pay on it and eventually pay it off. So hopefully this was helpful to those who are paying student loans, and just continue to pay on them if you can. If you have the extra money, pay on that, and at the same time, if you can, save money as well. And then eventually, once you're done paying off the student loans, you'll be able to have a cushion to help you to continue whatever things that you have to pay on as well. All right, so until then, have a great day.